for the time given to me. My name is Merin Warogu. I'm come from English Education Study Program, and now I will tell you about my experience from debate last week. For the motion, the council believed that online teaching and learning activities should be extended from 2025 onward for the first two opening government. For opening government, for the first must give definition and clarification. Explain what is meant by online teaching and learning activities and extend it. After that, define the time frame from 2025 and the scope worldwide. The second, opening government must give main benefit like accessibility. Explain how online learning makes education more accessible to everyone, including those in remote area. After that, flexibility. Online learning provides flexibility in time and place for both students and teachers. After that, cost efficiency. Reduce costs associated with physical infrastructure such as schools, buildings. And the third, opening government must give context and urgency. The current global situation driving online learning, like pandemic, advancing technology, after that give reason why starting from 2025 is the right time for these extensions. And four, opening government must give policy and implementation. Suggest policy that support the transition to online learning. After that, give steps to ensure a smooth and effective transition. That's all from opening government. Now to opening opposition. For the first, opening opposition must give challenging definition and clarification. Or potentially question or clarify some definition provided by opening government if necessary. The second, opening opposition must give main drawbacks like digital divide. Not all students have access to educate technology and the internet. After that, quality of education. Ergo that online learning can reduce the quality of interaction between teacher and students. After that, mental health. Negative impact of social isolation that can occur due to online learning. The third, opening opposition must give effectiveness and practicality. Question whether online learning can be effectively implemented worldwide, especially in developing countries. And the last, opening opposition must give alternative and solution. Propose alternative solution that might be more effective and inclusive. These are from opening opposition. Now to closing government. For the first, closing government must give strengthening opening government's arguments. Elaborate and deepen the arguments present by opening government. After that, provide additional evidence and case studies supporting online learning. The second, closing government must give addressing opening opposition arguments. Counter and review the arguments raised by opening opposition and show how good policy and implementation can address the issue raised by opening opposition. And the third, closing government must give innovation and future, explain the potential for innovation in online education in the future, and long-term vision on how online education can involve and improve the global education system. That's all from closing government. Now to closing opposition. For the first, closing opposition must give strengthening opening opposition's arguments. Deepen and strengthen the arguments present by opening opposition. After that, provide additional evidence and real-life example of challenge and failures of online learning. The second, closing opposition must give addressing closing government's arguments. Attack and refute the arguments presented by closing government and show the weakness and risk of the long-term vision purpose by closing government. And the third, closing opposition must give offering alternative. Purpose more realistic and effectively implementable alternative. And present strategy that are more inclusive and holistic for improving education without relying and entirely on online learning. That's all from me. Thank you.